Vision of the Future revealed a side of Myth Ra Nirodo not seen in the Thrawn trilogy. Although during his campaign he seemed like nothing more than a loyal servant of the Emperor, we learn that he was actually far more than that. In fact, post-Endor, his ultimate goal wasn't to avenge the loss of Palpatine, Vader, the Death Star, and Imperial High Command. Rather, he was preparing the galaxy for a major threat. In 19 ABY, Mara Jade was the first of the New Republic to make contact with the Empire of the Hand. The Empire of the Hand was a massive government organization set up in the unknown regions by Grand Admiral Thrawn. At the time of its discovery, it controlled at least 10 times more space than the Imperial Remnant, with few full colonies but many shipyards, fortress worlds, training centers, and bases. The Empire of the Hand was first a joint venture between Thrawn and Emperor Palpatine during the Imperial era. However, while Palpatine's goal may have been to set up a secondary government in the unknown regions, Thrawn was preparing for something much different. Again, in Vision of the Future, we learn that he was preparing for something terrible. Some sort of test, which the galaxy would need to unify against to survive. This wasn't an Imperial-only project. That much was obvious by the recruiting of Soontir Fel, who had left the Empire and joined the New Republic. It's also obvious because in 19 ABY, when rumors of Thrawn's resurrection were abound, the Empire of the Hand wasn't sure whether he would join the New Republic or the Imperial Remnant. So his real purpose for fighting the New Republic was to create one unified government. He came at it from the Imperial side because he had more Imperial resources at his disposal, and he thought the Empire was already more militarized. But this threat was so deadly that had he returned in 19 ABY, he likely would have defected instead to the New Republic, which was by far the dominant force at that time. There's also the fact that much of the Empire was too tied up in old xenophobic ideas and seemed to be a bit too interested in protecting only themselves. Thrawn, on the other hand, was interested in protecting the galaxy. What was this major threat though? What was he so scared of? Thrawn at one point said that even with the full might of the Empire and New Republic combined under his command, the galaxy might still end up losing. Stent, one of the Chiss within the Empire of the Hand, explains to Mara Jade that there are so many threats within the unknown region ready to strike at the galaxy, but there's something more than that. Voss Park, a high-ranking member of the Empire of the Hand and the Imperial who actually brought Thrawn to the Emperor, tells Mara that there's a singular dark force so deadly that he's sure it will convince her to join their faction. The force isn't named, but it's almost certainly the Yuuzhan Vong. The Yuuzhan Vong were an extragalactic race prepared to invade the Star Wars galaxy. Thrawn had been aware of the existence of the Yuuzhan Vong since the Outbound Flight incident, and had likely been ascending within the Imperial hierarchy because he believed the militarized faction was the galaxy's best hope. It's no surprise then that he, together with Palpatine, established the Empire of the Hand in the unknown regions as sort of a first buffer against the alien invaders. As I said, the Yuuzhan Vong are never mentioned by name within the book, but it should be noted that Vision of the Future came out a year before Vector Prime, which kicked off the new Jedi Order. Timothy Zahn has also confirmed that Lucasfilm had approved the idea of a galactic invader by the time of his writing of Vision of the Future, and that's what he was referring to by the threats from the Empire of the Hand. But what do you think? Did Thrawn actually help the galaxy in the long run? How would he have stood against the Yuuzhan Vong if he were still alive? And do you like the idea of Thrawn having the galaxy's best interest at heart rather than just being a pure villain? Let me know all of that and more down in the comment section. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. If you want to check out Vision of the Future, you can go to audibletrial.com/EckhartsLadder and listen to the extremely long audiobook. I think it's like 26 hours or something, but you can do so for free. Anyways, guys, until next time, may the Force be with you.